All the growth hacks I know took me so much longer to learn than I anticipated. I'm making this episode so frequent listeners of the show know of the Twitter X ads glitch that I discovered, where you get millions of impressions, thousands of link clicks for $1 a day ad spend. Now you get several 100,000 impressions for $1 a day ad spend. Not as much as it used to be because I blew it up, but it's still pretty good. Still very good. I have many campaigns running all the time. And I woke up this morning and all of my ads were halted. And I am recording this episode because probably the most frequent question that I get from people who watch my videos, listen to my podcast, try to do the Twitter X ads glitch themselves is, my ad was halted. What do I do? And I have had some of the top marketers ask me this, which is crazy because the answer is, to me, so obvious. So here's what I do. I pause the ad with no intention of restarting it. I create a new ad using the same copy and the same image and the same settings, and I run the new ad. And then it's fine. And sometimes after a few days, that might get halted too. And then I do it again. Actually, quite often, this happens a lot more now than it used to. My ads will get halted. You don't see that in the main dashboard. You have to click 2 times into the ad. You have to click on the campaign, then to the ad group, and then you see the ad, and then it'll say halted. And then I say, okay, I'm going to restart the campaign. I'm going to turn the campaign off, and I'm going to create it again with the same settings. And then it's fine. So my campaigns, they were all halted this morning. Turned them all off, created new ones. They're running just fine. And this happens all the time now. I don't know why it happens more now than it used to, but it happens. And to me, it's not a big deal. I check my ads every day anyway. And so I am making this episode because I get this question so often. And honestly, I can't answer all the people who ask me this because so many people ask me this. It's crazy how many DMs I get and emails I get every day about the Twitter X ads glitch. And sometimes I'll do calls with people and they have the same problem. Yeah, my ads got halted. So that's what you do. Turn off the campaign, pause the campaign, start a new campaign. Bam. There's a solution. I think the thing about marketing is that marketing and business is that it always takes longer than you think it will take. Like I said, all the growth hacks that I know now took so much longer to learn. All the marketing techniques, so much longer to learn than I thought. I started learning search engine optimization now around a decade ago, but I only learned bottom of funnel search engine optimization at the end of 2019 and then throughout 2020. I had been doing it for years at that point. I had done SEO for some of the biggest companies in the world, and I didn't know that bottom of funnel SEO was the best form of SEO. I didn't know that it was the easiest and it was the most lucrative. I didn't know all that stuff. It always takes longer than you think. I see some new marketing technique. I want to learn it. I think it's going to take 2 weeks. Maybe it takes a month. Maybe it takes 2 months. Here's another example. For one of our companies, Reverb.chat, we started a new TikTok copying a affiliate strategy that has worked for one of our competitors. It's a very simple strategy where we use our software to transform famous songs and speeches into the voices of other people. And we see affiliates for our competitors doing this, so we're doing this too. It's honestly kind of embarrassing, but I'm going to share anyway. So I think that Andrew Tate will trigger some people. So I take a really famous speech from a movie and I turn it into the voice of Andrew Tate and I post that because I think like that's the type of thing that will get engagement. And because the AI is impersonating Andrew Tate, who is not allowed on TikTok, which I did not know the extent to which he is banned on TikTok, just a full ban of anything having to do with him. The video gets a violation. We don't appeal. And so now for the next maybe week and a half, all of our videos are getting significantly less views. When we started the channel, our videos were getting 560 views per video on average. This is because when you start a new account, the TikTok algorithm needs to figure out who likes this account's content, tests against all these different people. It is very usual for accounts to not get a lot of reach at the beginning. But now, because of the violation, our videos are getting between 60 to 80 views. And I expect this to last another few weeks. always takes longer than you think it's going to take. But you keep going because that's how you learn. It's the people who give up too soon. And it's like, imagine this. This is why I talk about so often how important consistency is and perseverance. Because if you fail 2 or 3 times and then you give up, you have learned so many things not to do that you will not do. And you are getting so much closer to figuring out the things that you should do. I had been running Twitter ads on the new platform for months before discovering the Twitter X ads glitch. 4 months. For so many months. And it's all iterative. But when you give up, you lose the value of the iterations. You lose the knowledge, the value of the knowledge. And knowing what not to do is important. Absolutely important. But knowing what not to do without knowing what to do is almost worthless. So it's just a big waste of time. And so the way that I look at things is you keep going until you figure it out. And then when you figure it out, that's when you double down. I think there's a lot of stoicism in marketing. I'm a fan of Ryan Holiday. Ryan Holiday wrote Trust Me, I'm Lying, one of my favorite marketing books. Ryan Holiday was the director of marketing for American Apparel, I believe, a legendary marketer. And when he was finished with his marketing career, he got deeply interested in stoicism, and he wrote many stoicism bestsellers. The top one is Ego is the Enemy. He's written many other books and articles and made many videos about stoicism. And I believe that there is stoicism in finding the best out of the failures. And that could be something as simple as an X ad getting halted. Imagine that you run a campaign. It's the first campaign. The ad gets halted. You say, this doesn't work. You stop trying to learn. And then for people here who have run the Twitter X ads glitch and know how good it is, they know that that person would just give up and not experience one of the greatest glitches in marketing. I like this quote from Seneca. No man was ever wise by chance. And this one too is more obvious. Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. So it's all just building. I loved playing with Legos when I was a boy. Continuing on the same channels and improving on the same channels, the lessons I get are building on themselves like Lego blocks. It's the truth. So this is a long episode. For a short answer, if your ads on Twitter X are halted, pause the campaign, run it again. This is episode 196 of my daily growth marketing, growth hacking podcast, The Edward Show. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye now.